Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie. In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to create a waistband from your skirt pattern, and also I'll be showing you how to add fullness to your skirt pattern to achieve a lovely design. One of the designs I'll be showing you in this video. Let's get started. Yeah, this is my skirt pattern. I need only the front pattern. On my waistline, I'm going to be creating a band, okay, a waistband. From my waistline, I will measure 2 inches down. Here is my seam allowance on the waistline, so this is not part of my measurement. I'll be folding in my darts. This is so important. Folding in my darts, I am blending or redrawing the waistline, and from the waistline I measured 2 inches down. Now I have all those points marked down. I am trying to connect all those points to have a kind of slight curve, okay? The waistband is not straight, and for the fact that I added that, this is how it is. It's not that straight anymore. Now I forgot to shape my waistline before measuring the 2 inches I measured earlier. Now I came down by 1 inch from the waistline, and I'm connecting it to the side front. On the center front, you'll be coming down by 1 inch or 3/4 of an inch, ensuring that the dart is being folded in before doing this. So, and I just connected it to the side front right now. You are not touching the side front, you are not coming down by whatever on the side front, it's only the center front. So, and now I am cutting it out. Look at what I have. So my seam allowance on the waistline has been removed completely, so my pattern has no seam allowance on it right now. My dart still folded. I am going to be redrawing my waistband. My waistband is 2 inches. You can make yours 1.5 inches. It's all well and good. I just try to use my pin to secure the dart. I want it intact. Now from the new waistline, I'll measure 2 inches down. You can see that the waistline is not straight anymore, and that is the natural look on our bodies. Our waistline is not straight. We have so many curves on our body as ladies, and you need to also consider all of this, okay? And that is why I needed to reshape my waistline. Now after reshaping, I am recreating my new waistband, which is 2 inches. Look at it. Now I've drawn it. I measured 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, and I connected it. Now you can see my new line, and I'm going to be cutting it right now. Ensure that your waist dart is still folded intact. Right now, I have my waistband. You can see my waistband now. Ensure you indicate that it is meant for the front, because by the time you cut the back, both might look the same. So to avoid confusion, you need to label. This is, very important, right? Now I have my skirt's pattern. The waistband has been created, so I have this new look on my pattern. Now for the dart, the rest of the dart, I am removing it completely. Can you see? This is my dart, and I have an opening here. So from the down part of the dart, the very end of the dart, I want to know the measurement from it to the waist, to the hip line, sorry. I have about 2 inches or so, and now the same 2 inches I will be transferring it, or probably putting it on the side front. So and once I'm done with that, I'm going to connect the two. Okay, the end of the dart, okay, and 2 inches above the hip line. Just ensure it is straight. I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain to you. Please, if you have questions, you are free to drop it in the comment section. So connecting it right now, look at what I have. Now on the dart, I'll be dividing it into probably several lines. I think I have about 5 lines already. So ensure you have the same measurement on both sides, the dart's leg, the line, the dart line, and the side front. So now that I have everything the same on both sides, I'll be connecting the points together. Can you see what I have? I have about 5 lines here. Now these 5 lines, I'm going to be doing a slash and spread method. This is a technique in fashion designing. It helps you create fullness on your pattern. Slash and spread technique. Very lovely technique, and it gives you the best. You can see the way I'm slashing it. Now I'm done slashing. Ensure you slash not to the very end. I think about 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch to the very end. So I am not cutting through. Now, as you can see, placed it on another paper, and I'm going to be spreading. Now here you can spread as much as you want, but my advice is don't spread too much. In this video I spread with 1/2 inch, so in between I have 1/2 inch. Okay, so you can spread at most 1 inch. At most I recommend 1 inch at most, but if I were you, at most I'm going to do 3/4. I think I prefer 3/4 at most. But here I opened it by 1/2 inch, and I'm sure it's not bad. Still okay. You can see the way I'm, spreading, and I'm trying to place. I want it firm on the table or on the paper. I want it very flat. Can you see the way I'm doing it? It has to be flat. It has to be flat, and ensure you have your tape beside you when you are doing yours, so that as you are spreading, you are taping down. As you're spreading, you are taping down. This is so important. I am done spreading. Can you see how neat it's looking right now? The next thing for me is to cut. Now I'm cutting, and I'm adding my seam allowance alongside with it. Can you see? So this is to also explain or show you how to add your seam allowance when you are cutting it on fabric, especially the area where you slashed and spread. Can you see the seam allowance? My seam allowance is about 1/4 inch, but that 1/4 will not really go down, maybe like 1 inch towards the very end. You may not separate, you may not open it up. Okay, so let it just remain that way, because you are going to stitch together. So just check well and watch this video over and over, so that you understand how to add seam allowance to your pattern when you're cutting on fabric. So now that I'm done with my seam allowances, can you see? And I'm trying to show you how this will look by the time you are about to sew. Here I'm trying to fold the lines, okay, together, so that you can imagine how it will look like on fabric. So here you can gather it. I would advise you gather it instead of pleating it. Gathering it looks, okay, neater, and brings out the effects. Okay, so once you are done with gathering it, then you can now bring together right side to right side and sew. Can you see the way I'm trying to attach the two, or bring the two lines together, with pins? So this is to give you an idea by the time you place on your sewing machine and you're ready to sew. Okay, so can you see how it's looking right now? Very lovely, and this is very easy as well. Beautiful, neat. So you have your pattern back, you have it, the look back, the way it's used to be before you slashed. You see? So right now I have my waistband, so you can now stitch your waistband with the rest of the skirt, and you have your full skirt. Can you see what I have? This is so beautiful. Can you see? So I want to appreciate you. Thank you so much. Bye for